President Biden traveled to Baltimore this afternoon to survey the devastation from the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge. The president vowed his support for the community impacted by the disaster, and he announced more federal funding to help the people and the city recover. CBS's Kris Van Cleave is there tonight.
The cleanup at the bridge collapse site is now an around-the-clock effort. 51 divers are working underwater as 12 cranes are being assembled topside. The Army Corps of Engineers pledging to open a shipping lane up to 35 feet deep by the end of the month and clear the entire 750-foot wide and 50-foot deep main channel as soon as the end of May.
Your nation has your back, and I mean it.
President Biden got his first up-close look at the wreckage during an aerial tour of the scene Friday.
The damage is devastating, and our hearts are still breaking.
The president also met with the families of the 6 construction workers who died. They were filling potholes on the bridge when it was hit by the cargo ship Dolly and collapsed last week. 4 of the bodies remain unaccounted for, believed to be trapped among the rubble some 50 feet underwater.
I've come here to grieve with you. It's feeling like having a black hole in your chest, like you're being sucked in, unable to breathe.
The collapse has largely shut down the busy port of Baltimore and trapped 11 large ships, including container vessels, and 4 that typically are kept ready to deploy immediately if called upon to assist military operations. The president says some 20,000 jobs depend on the port. His administration has now sent formal notice to Congress. They'll be seeking federal funds to cover the cost of rebuilding the Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Marylanders of this generation and the next will look up, and once again, they will see the Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Maryland's governor announced a coalition of 50 area businesses that have pledged to not reduce their workforce while the port has been closed. Also, the Baltimore Orioles and the Baltimore Ravens are pledging $10 million for recovery relief aid. Nora?
It is some good news. Kris Van Cleave, thank you so much.